Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Degnan. The search for Sean Christie took a turn to Lackawanna County this morning. U.S. Marshals and local police were in South Abington Township in a wooded area off Abington Road. It was just days ago that Christie was believed to have stolen a truck from Hazel Oil. That vehicle was found not far from the Canadian border. Investigators say another vehicle was stolen in that area, and that vehicle found abandoned near Clark Summit. The McAdoo man was indicted by a federal grand jury accused of making threats against President Trump, as well as members of law enforcement and a district attorney in Northampton County. Officials say Christie is considered armed and dangerous. A man in Hazleton is behind bars after he yelled an ethnic slur at a Hazleton police officer. Here's what police say happened. They say 51-year-old Harold Gunther of Hazleton was told to move his car that was blocking a city street. That's when Gunther started yelling threats and ethnic slurs at officers. Gunther was arrested by the officer and charged with a felony for ethnic intimidation, a misdemeanor for terroristic threats, and summary counts of harassment and disorderly conduct. He was taken to jail after failing to post 10% of $10,000 bail. Gunther was charged with ethnic intimidation for calling Officer Hernandez and other Hispanics in Hazleton an ethnic slur and said he wanted Hernandez to eat the ticket he gave him. That's according to arrest papers. A Luzerne County judge sentenced 33-year-old Sean Talmadge to 20 to 40 years in prison for the murder of 23-year-old Ramon Torres. Torres's body was found in the basement of an abandoned house on South Franklin Street in Wilkes-Barre in June of last year. Talmadge pleaded guilty in April to a count of third-degree murder. A fight over $21 landed one man in jail in Luzerne County. Police say an 82-year-old man set his neighbor's window on fire and used a walking cane to knock over her flower pot and TV. Vincent DeLisandro of Bear Creek Boulevard now faces arson charges after he allegedly set fire to the window while the woman was inside her home. Officers first responded to the Transitional Veteran Housing Unit at the Department of Veterans Affairs Medical Center 9 o'clock Saturday night after a resident reported being threatened. Police say DeLisandro had been pounding and kicking on the victim's door for hours and had slid a note underneath demanding the money. A magisterial judge arraigned DeLisandro and ordered him jailed at the Luzerne County Prison, bail set at $25,000. Fire at a house in Jenkins Township overnight. Fire crews were called to the home on Main Street and found fire on the second floor that had spread to the attic. A couple in the home got out okay. A state police fire marshal still investigating a cause. East Union Township held a zoning meeting this morning to discuss changing conservation residential land to highway commercial. WYLN's Julia Wiegand has the details.
East Union residents filled their township zoning meeting this morning in Shepton to voice their concerns. The meeting regarded L&B Landholding LLC requesting the change of a 33.8-acre property along State Route 924, approximately a quarter-mile north of Schoolhouse Road, from CR, Conservation Residential, to C2, Highway Commercial.
That was what the hearing was about, and we had a full house here, and from what I could see, we had a lot of objections to it.
Supervisor Jonathan Buras recused himself from voting on the matter as of this morning, right before the meeting, due to a conflict of interest regarding the property. Buras was appointed zoning officer back in January. However, fast-forwarding to June's meeting, the motion to approve Planning Commission's recommendation to rezone the property from CR to C2 was seconded by Buras himself. Residents called out Buras for conflict of interest today by not recusing himself back in June. The room also questioned why all 33.8 acres of property needed to be changed when L&B claimed they'd only used 2 acres for a Dollar General. 28-year-old history was brought to light as well of a different time where Biros led a fight for land, just like his residents are now. Evidence was submitted last minute by L&B of a mysterious petition in favor of the change, which residents questioned why they weren't approached at all. Once the record was closed, residents were surprised to hear the board had the option of voting today, since the solicitor's legal notice didn't mention it in the paper.
I was voted in by the people, and I listened to everything they had to say. They had a lot of good points, so that's why my vote is no, to keep it CR.
However, Supervisor John Detry was undecided. Motions to reject and approve were thrown around, but no decisions could be made. Biros was then brought back into vote, which led to tabling the decision altogether.
I just like to see that stay the way it is down there. There's residential property surrounding the whole area. Those people built their homes years and years ago. I can see changing that whole 33 acres, the commercial highway, because it can open a can of worms. You don't know what's going to come in there. That's one of my big concerns.
The decision will be left up to the board at their next regular meeting, which takes place August 1st at 4 p.m. Reporting from Shepton for WYLN News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
Thank you, Julia. Pennsylvania American Water issuing a precautionary boil water advisory for customers in parts of Fairview Township because of a water main break along Graysdale Avenue. The 8-inch pipe broke Saturday evening. About 325 customers are affected. The broken water main caused a loss in water pressure, which could allow contamination to enter the distribution system through backflow. As a result, there's an increased chance that the water might contain disease-causing organisms. The notice applies to customers who live on the roads that you can see there listed on your screen. To ease inconvenience, Pennsylvania American has water tankers available at Memorial Park parking lot and Mountaintop Hose Company. Customers are asked to bring their own containers, and if you would like more information, you can log on to PennsylvaniaAmericanWater.com. Luzerne County Councilwoman Linda McCloskey-Houck is pressed for more detailed reports regarding county finances from the county administration. Houck had proposed a resolution at the council's July 10th meeting that would require manager David Pedry to provide monthly budget reports for each county division. However, the council voted to postpone Houck's resolution, believing that it would be better handled by an amendment to the county administrative code rather than a resolution. Houck quickly proposed an amendment to the administrative code and hopes to have the ordinance on the agenda for the council's July 24th voting session. Houck is confident that this proposed amendment will be passed without much opposition. Coming up on WYLN News, West Nile virus is close to home, plus helping victims of crimes. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. The storms are ending, clearing overnight. The low 57. Sunny tomorrow, 79. Sunny Thursday, 81. And even sun and 85 for Friday. We'll be right back.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
The 34th Annual Benton Frontier Days and Championship Rodeo, July 17th through the 22nd. Bull riding, calf roping, bareback bronc riding, and more. Tuesday is the Fun Horse Show. Wednesday is 3D barrel riding. Thursday through Saturday is Championship Rodeo, and don't miss Bull-A-Rama Sunday. The show starts at 7:30. Entertainment starts at 5. Vendors, crafts, and great tasting food. The Benton Rodeo, Route 487 in Benton. Come early, stay late. For more information, go to bentonrodeo.com.
The State Department of Health has announced that West Nile has been found in 56 locations across the state. The state health department says that mosquitoes tested positive for West Nile, 4 of which were in Schuylkill County, 3 of which in northern Schuylkill. According to a news release, mosquitoes in Mahanoy Township, West Mahanoy Township, and Ringtown Borough all tested positive. In 2018 so far in our area, mosquitoes have tested positive for West Nile in Carbon, Luzerne, Schuylkill, and Columbia. According to the state's West Nile Virus Control Program, Schuylkill County is at above average risk for West Nile. To learn more about how to prevent the spread of West Nile and to learn more about how to keep the mosquitoes away, you can head over to the state's website at westnile.pa.us. Schuylkill County Clerk of Courts Maria Casey started a program that may help victims of crimes be compensated for their losses. The Pennsylvania Rules of Criminal Procedure allows bail money to be retained for the victim in certain situations. Nearly $36,000 have been collected for victims, and Casey has set a goal to reach $100,000. Casey believes that the whole system for victims is awful and that this compensation will help them become whole again. District Attorney Michael O'Paik has continued the cooperation with her office that started under the former district attorney. The state continues to make progress through initiatives which were part of the opioid disaster declaration initially issued by Governor Tom Wolf back in January.
The Wolf administration introduced opioid prescribing guidelines for workers' compensation. In 2017, there were over 17,000 claims made in Pennsylvania. The state ranked third highest in percentage of injured workers who became long-term opioid users.
Guidelines are designed to promote the delivery of safe and quality health care to injured workers, ensure patient pain relief and functional improvement, to be used in conjunction with other treatment guidelines, not in lieu of other recommended treatments. They're designed to prevent and reduce the number of complications caused by prescription medication, including dependency and possibly addiction, and recommend opioid prescribing practices that promote functional restoration.
The opioid disaster declaration allows the administration to take immediate action to reverse the effects of the crisis.
The governor directed state agencies to focus on initiatives that enhance coordination and data collection to bolster state and local response, to improve tools for families, first responders, and others to save lives, and to speed up and expand access to treatment.
In November 2016, the Get Help Now hotline was established.
And as a result of that work, over 30,000 calls have been received by the helpline. That's an incredible number of people who are calling either on their behalf or on the behalf of a family member or friend who needs to access treatment in as quick a manner as possible.
The Naloxone Leave Behind program, which allows emergency medical personnel to leave behind antidote following an overdose reversal, is flourishing in a number of areas, including Allegheny, Bucks, and Fayette counties. In addition, the Department of Health has waived fees for birth certificates for nearly 350 people with opioid use disorder who are currently seeking treatment. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
The State Gaming Control Board announced today that 9 casino owners in Pennsylvania are seeking licenses to operate casino-style gambling online. The board said the applications came in ahead of Monday's close of business deadline for the state's casino owners to get a license at a discount of $10 million. Last year, the state became the 4th state to legalize online gambling, joining Nevada, New Jersey, and Delaware. Applications came from the owners of Mount Airy Casino Resort among others. Owners of Pennsylvania's remaining 4 casino licenses have another 30 days to apply, but they'll pay a minimum of $12 million. Coming up on Orangeville's News Choice, the Fuller House program in Community and You. Plus, one tradition that draws thousands is underway in one part of Scranton. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-through lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
Pocono Raceway is summertime, where the whole crew's invited, where fans become friends, where good times roll, and the racing is always a little tricky. Bring your friends, bring your family, just bring it, Pocono style.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
On Wyln, everyone. I'm Gary Perna, and today I have 2 guests with me, and we're talking about a great event that will be coming up the first weekend of August, all thanks to the Fuller Center for Housing right here in the greater Hazleton area. And first, we're going to start with Chris Racky from the Victory Bible Church. And Chris, you reached out and said we have this amazing event going on where the church is partnering with the Fuller Center to bring in their Fuller House Bike Adventure Group, which there's 18 of them who are coming to stay at your church.
Yes, we're very excited to be able to partner with Fuller Housing, which is a great opportunity in the Hazleton area for low-income families to get interest-free homes. And so Victory Bible Church will be hosting 18 bikers who will be coming from Lancaster on August 3rd. They will be staying at the church, and I believe they'll be staying in sleeping bags, which they must be a lot younger than me because I couldn't do the sleeping bags, but we're very grateful to have them. It's a tremendous opportunity. We will be, as a church, providing them with all the meals, and then Victory Bible Church on August 5th, the Sunday, after our 10 a.m. service, we will be having a community picnic, and that is for anyone in the greater Hazleton area. We invite you to come down to Victory Bible Church. We are in Junedale, which is 1 mile down the road from Dr. Haber's office. That's our familiar landmark. And come on down, enjoy some good food, and learn more about Fuller Housing, because again, it is a tremendous opportunity for the people in this Hazleton area and the surrounding areas to get your own home. So we invite you to come down, enjoy our service, enjoy meeting the guys from Fuller.
And you know, Chris, you've talked about such a great event, and Tony, you're the president of the local chapter for Fuller. So exactly what is Fuller, and what does the organization do?
Okay. Fuller is first and foremost a Christian housing ministry. Our mission being to provide affordable housing for low-income families. We do this, there's a variety of selections, but we're based on income of the family. their need for housing and their willingness to put some sweat equity into the home. It's the three basics.
And you said to me, this is part of Habitat for Humanity, where this was the family who founded it.
Okay. We're not part of Habitat anymore. We used to be Habitat locally, but we disaffiliated with them and we took up with Fuller. And the Fuller family originally founded Habitat back in 1976 it was.
So a lot of people are in this area are familiar with the work you have done and helped lead the group with.
Yes.
And this will all be going on, as Chris said, August 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And these men and women are coming here to help at a home here in Hazleton to get it ready for a family to move into.
That's correct. The house is located at 108 South Vine Street. It's a 2-bedroom half-double. The fellows are going to be working on some siding, replace a window or two, install a steel garage door, maybe some lawn work. Depends on their abilities and how much time they have. There's a variety of factors. The weather will factor in.
And I know with them coming, but you guys are always looking for people to help out in projects like this as well, right?
Yes, we're always looking for especially semi-skilled volunteers. We do a lot of drywalling, painting. What we're doing is just about every house, we're stripping them down to the studs, rewiring them, new plumbing, new kitchen, new bathroom. After you paint it up, install wall-to-wall rug throughout the house, and they're very nice houses when they're done. They should have another life of 50 or 60 more years in them. Fortunately, we've been getting houses donated. Since the early 90s, we only bought the very first house we worked on, and every other one was donated to us.
Wow.
So if there's some people out there saying, gee, I have this house that it'll cost too much for me to work on, what can I do with it? You could donate it to Fuller. We're 501c3. Your donation will be tax deductible. And I think that's a pretty good gift to give someone. You know, if you want a legacy, that's sort of it. You know, you're giving for the next 50 years.
Wow. So there's a lot with that, and you can learn more, of course, through the church on August 5th after this 10 o'clock service with the picnic. We'll be talking about Fuller and how to be part of it. And Victory Bible Church, Chris, you guys are involved in so many projects throughout the area.
Yes.
This just another one. So again, if somebody wants to come out on the 5th, what will they be hearing about?
Well, they will be hearing our service again is at 10 o'clock. Our pastor, Corey Adams, will be there, and he will be talking about Fuller, and then afterward, we have Joel from the Fuller Housing Bikers, and he will be telling people all about what Fuller is and how to go about getting involved if you want to volunteer, which they always need volunteers, or if you're interested in getting one of these homes. So we're inviting you to come out, enjoy the food, enjoy the fellowship, and learn about Fuller Housing. We're very excited to be able to host them.
All right. Well, again, that will be on August 5th at the Victory Bible Church, easy for me to say, on Main Street in Junedale after the 10 o'clock service there with them. Chris and Tony, thank you so much for joining us, and the best of luck with everything. Hopefully nice, warm weather the first weekend of August with this.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us here on Community New, everyone. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
Serve the Lord, Singing for Joy, the CD by the Sisters of Holy Annunciation Monastery, can be yours for just $13, which includes shipping and tax. Mail a check to Holy Annunciation Monastery, 430 West County Road in Sugarloaf, Pennsylvania, or call 570-788-1205. This 10-song CD can be yours for just $13.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to watch archived shows and a live stream of our broadcast shows. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. WYLN, we're your local network.
WYLN TV 35 is looking to hire a highly motivated, energetic salesperson for the Hazleton, Wilkes-Barre, and surrounding areas. Send your resume to the email or the address on your screen. WYLN is an equal opportunity employer.
The 9-day 94th annual Solemn Novena to St. Anne is underway today in Scranton. Christians believe that St. Anne is the grandmother of Jesus. Masses are being held at St. Anne's Basilica on St. Anne Street in the city's west side. The novena attracts thousands of faithful through the 26th, which is the feast day of St. Anne. Masses are from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and despite any rain that might be in the forecast, services will continue. They'll just move indoors. If you'd like to learn more, you can head over to stannebasilica.org. The historic Luzerne County Courthouse Rotunda is finally available to be rented for weddings. The courthouse can hold up to 125 people, and it provides excellent acoustics for music due to its high ceilings. Wedding parties will also have access to the lawn and ground outside the courthouse for photo opportunities. If you'd like more information about holding wedding ceremonies at the Luzerne County Courthouse, you can find out the information at the county's new website or call the County Building and Grounds Department at 570-825-1647. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
Chur's Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Chur's Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Chur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Chur's 570-454-7229.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible, with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the children's programming report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org. You're watching Wilkes-Barre's Choice for news, weather, and live local sports. WYLN, we're your local network.